The following is a presentation of RMG Sports, award-winning championship television.
As Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 1 Series 2019 season reaches its halfway point, 4 different drivers have visited the winner's circle. Now the series heads back to the Ohio River in Ravenswood. Will we see our first repeat winner of the season, or will someone new occupy the top of the podium? We'll find out as Powerboat Nationals racing from West Virginia starts now. Race fans, welcome to the Mountaineer State as Powerboat Nationals returns to Ravenswood for the 2019 Constellium Ohio River Grand Prix. Hello again, everyone. Jared Romsberg here alongside the RMG Sports crew, ready to bring you the action of Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 1 Series as we start the second half of their 2019 season. Let's see how the PT1 fleet will line up in the pre-race show, presented by RMG's Real Estate Marketing Services. Put the power of television to work for your real estate agency. Learn more at rmgtv.us. Jim Robb in the Walmart-sponsored 47 was on the pole at the start of the first heat. But he wasn't there long as series points leader 2, Lee Daniel, 9, Jamie Durand, and 34, Jeff Reno quickly moved past, bringing 55, John Eddy, along. Durand came up to challenge Reno as she held the inside lane, but Reno had the horsepower on the straightaways and held on to second. PT1 rookie Dustin Pearson had the Nashville Marine 57 in 5th. This was the first time the ProTunnel 2 driver had ever driven a PT1 boat, and he was working hard to keep pace with the leaders. When the Gold Mick Mechanical Contractors number 2 gets the lead, it's awfully hard to take it away from him. Lee Daniel took home the win in the first ProTunnel 1 heat race. In the second heat, 55 John Eddy and 57 Dustin Pearson were on the front row. But when the green dropped, 34 Jeff Reno blasted ahead with the lead position. Behind them, Lee Daniel was cruising up through the field. Soon he got by John Eddy for second, leaving the Seymour, Indiana driver to deal with Jamie Durand. It took her a couple of laps, but Durand eventually caught up to Eddy and moved the Naples-Marco Island Everglades boat past the 55 and into third. Lee Daniel started to pester the 34 towards the end, but he ran out of laps as Jeff Reno took home the PT1 win in Heat 2. However, Daniel had a better time, and the General earned the pole for the ProTunnel 1 feature race in Ravenswood.
Well, qualifying went pretty well. We drawed 3, and I got a good jump and won the first qualifying match. And we lined up again, and Reno, he won the second qualifying match. I think I beat him out by 1 second. Still got Jamie back there, so I think she got messed up on the start. So we were fortunate yesterday and got the pole.
Here's the starting lineup for the ProTunnel 1 feature race in Ravenswood. Jamie Durand will start third ahead of veterans John Eddy and Jim Robb. Fans, we have a ton of racing on the Ohio River coming up. Don't move. Our coverage of Powerboat Nationals racing at the 2019 Constellium Ohio River Grand Prix continues right after this.
This presentation of Powerboat Nationals Racing is brought to you by RMG's Real Estate Marketing Services. Promote more real estate listings to more potential buyers with television. Contact RMG today to learn more. PowerboatNationals.com, the official website of Powerboat Nationals. And by RMG Sports on social media. Subscribe to RMG Sports on YouTube and like RMG Sports on Facebook today.
With all of the marketing options out there, finding buyers for real estate can be a complicated and expensive endeavor. One thing remains true. Television cuts through the clutter. RMG provides real estate professionals across the United States with a convenient, affordable option that promotes dozens of listings using broadcast, cable, satellite, and on-demand streaming television. RMG helps your agency recruit top sales talent, build your agency's brand, promote other services, and most importantly, sell more property. The process is easy. The service is affordable. The advantages are many. Contact RMG today for a free, no-obligation proposal for your agency. We'll research your market and create customized options, showing the many ways our programs will help your agency, aside from selling more property. We're ready to put our experience and expertise to work for you and your agents. Visit us online and contact RMG today to learn more.
This segment of Powerboat Nationals Racing is brought to you by RMGSports.net. Watch RMG Sports Productions on demand for free at RMGSports.net.
Race fans, welcome back to Ravenswood, West Virginia, where the 2019 Constellium Ohio River Grand Prix is in high gear. All four of Powerboat Nationals Racing Series were in action on the Ohio River. In the Outlaws feature race, 33 Chip Wavero started on the pole, but 19 Bart Schaefer put the hammer down and got Country Dog into the lead. Brian Olteg was in third, but a few laps later, the 01 ran out of moonshine, and the 18 of Don Hendricks moved up to the final slot on the podium. Wavero tried to catch up to Schaefer, but Country Dog was just too fast, and Bart Schaefer won the Outlaw feature race in Ravenswood. The ProTunnel 2s were next on the card, and World Championship Series points leader Steve Merleau had the 66 on the pole. As Merleau moved away, the fighting behind him was fierce, as 2018 Ravenswood winner 77 Daniel Trozen, 67 Leland Broge, 95 Dustin Pearson, and 31 Jimmy Robb duked it out for second. Broge moved to the inside of Trozen and grabbed the position, but a few laps later, the 67 spun between turns 1 and 2, allowing Trozen to scoot by for second. Broge got back on his horse and would fight with 31 Jimmy Robb for fourth, taking the position out of turn 4. Dustin Pearson was ahead of Broge, and he would stay there, keeping the third place slot. All this excitement to his rear allowed the 66 boat to move away and build up a huge lead as Steve Merleau went on to win his fourth PT2 feature race of the 2019 season. Merleau was joined by Daniel Trozen and Dustin Pearson on the ProTunnel 2 podium at the 2019 Constellium Ohio River Grand Prix. Hold on, West Virginia. Here come the highlights of Powerboat Nationals HydroCross racing in Ravenswood. 30, Eric Gabriel earned the pole position for the main event, but when course marshal Randy raised the flag, the fleet exploded off of the line. When they emerged from turn 1, it was 5, Kelly Smith getting the hole shot, moving the Team Faith Fly Racing ski into the lead. The action was hot behind him as his teammate Brian O'Rourke had to hold off Gabriel and series points leader 22, Tom Keller. Keller was able to sneak past Gabriel for third. Right behind him, Tavares, Florida May race winner Hayden Skellett got the 96 past Gabriel, moving the pole sitter back another notch. Skellett stayed on the gas, stayed close to O'Rourke, and the 14-year-old assumed second place when the Team Faith Prix went to the Joker buoy. Series points leader Tom Keller went for his trip around the Joker buoy early. This strategy would not pay off as he would return deep in the pack, and Eric Gabriel would hold on to third. It looked like Kelly Smith was going to cruise to the winner's circle, but before the halfway point, his Huracan R fell silent with a blown engine, ending Smith's day of racing on the Ohio River. Smith's loss was Skellett's gain, and the youngster took full advantage of the opportunity, blasting to the front. In fact, the fans on the shoreline gave Hayden a new nickname, the Green Streak. Skellett was lapping riders one after the other on his way to building a huge lead. When he took his obligatory trip around the Joker buoy, he came back on the course nearly a third of a lap ahead of the fleet, and Hayden Skellett went on to win Powerboat Nationals HydroCross main event in West Virginia. Brian O'Rourke and Eric Gabriel joined Hayden Skellett on the podium at the 2019 Constellium Ohio River Grand Prix in Ravenswood. Okay, fans, the ProTunnel 1 drivers are climbing into the cockpit and the boats are heading to the Ohio River. The main event in Ravenswood is now just minutes away. Don't go anywhere. We'll drop the green for the PT1s in West Virginia right after this.
Experience the power, the action, the fun of Powerboat Nationals. Powerboat Nationals brings the unparalleled excitement of championship powerboat racing to regattas and festivals across America. Powerboat Nationals provides thrilling daytime racing and family-friendly events that entertain and engage fans of all ages. Contact Powerboat Nationals today to learn how your city can host a heart-pounding, action-packed event. Throw your event into high gear with Powerboat Nationals Championship Racing.
This segment of Powerboat Nationals Racing is brought to you by RMG's Real Estate Marketing Services. Promote more real estate listings to more potential buyers with television. Contact RMG today to learn more.
Race fans, welcome back to Ravenswood, West Virginia, where the 2019 Constellium Ohio River Grand Prix is now just seconds away. It is time for the main event. The ProTunnel 1 fleet is now making its way out of turn 4 for the final time. Course Marshal Randy has them all lined up. He's playing the role of pace boat today, as Pat Whitcomb now has a green flag in his hand. He's ready to put it up in the air and get this race going in West Virginia. Fans, here we go.
Go, 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 go.
We're racing in West Virginia.
Come on. There you go, there you go. Come on, stay right there.
The fleet blasts down the front stretch into turn 1. Jeff Reno tries to move up on the outside of Lee Daniel. Here comes John Eddie on the outside. Him trying to make it 3 wide into 1. Whoa, Eddie goes way wide out of 1. Eddie, I think, is out in Ohio somewhere right now as Jamie Durant scoots to the inside. That's her move. She likes to slide around those moves to the inside, trying to make it a side-by-side battle with Jeff Reno. Jeff Reno now lurches ahead on the backstretch as they go into turn 3 for the first time. Reno and Durant trying to make some time on Reno now as they go to turn 4. Whoa, look out! Wow, inches apart as they come out of turn 4. Jamie Durant almost makes contact with Jeff Reno as now Jeff Reno hits the throttle and starts to chase down our leader, Lee Daniel.
All right, start moving in. Jamie's going to be on the inside. Let's go. Get to the bend, go.
Get it up and go. You got to go. Hell, Jamie's running better than Reno. Let's go.
There you go. Be smart. You know what lane? Come on. Get you some clear water. Trim it up. You're a little flat. Come on.
You're listening into the radio chatter of our top 3 drivers, fans, as Lee Daniel explodes out of turn 4. Jamie Durant, another fantastic turn out of 4, tries to move to the inside of Jeff Reno, but Reno absolutely powers away, blasts the 34 Glockner Metals boat away from Naples Marco Island Everglades number 9 as Jamie Durant stares at the rear cowling of Jeff Reno's boat as he slides into turn 1 again. Durant cuts back down into turn 2, tries to take that inside line, but it really doesn't matter what line she has, fans. Reno's just pulling away from her on the straightaways. Lee Daniels pulling away from everybody. Look at all the clean water in front of him. Our 2-time series champion explodes out of turn 4, lifts that boat up out of the water. The Gold Mech Mechanical Contractor sponsored number 2 boat that we see in front more often than not in Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 1 racing. Jeff Reno's led plenty of races in his career. In fact, he led 27 of the 30 laps of the Grand Prix of Ohio upriver in Marietta, only to see his lead and his race day completely end with electronic issues.
You're clear all around, Jeff. Clear all around. You're gaining about a 10th a lap on him, about a 10th a lap. So keep on pushing. I will probably run out of laps, but you're gaining on him every lap.
In addition to his wife Carol spotting for him, Jeff Reno has Sam Haraway on the radio. Sam Haraway, very well known throughout the pits. He's built a lot of engines in his day, and he's helping Jeff Reno get around the course. Jamie Durant right behind him. Reno cannot let up on the throttle at all, and neither can Jamie, because right behind her is John Eddie. Eddie's a veteran boat racer driving for his company Badass Custom Truck Parts. He's got the double nickels riding in 4th. You can see, fans, our top 3 sort of disappearing off into the distance here. You can see their rooster tail, but anything can happen on the Ohio River as John Eddie makes his way down the backstretch. Eddie had a fantastic race in Alabama a few races ago in Guntersville at the Guntersville Lake Hydro Fest, finishing on the podium for the first time in his career at Powerboat Nationals.
You're clear. You got to move it out a little bit. Don't give on nothing. Let's go.
Lee Daniel's father, Billy Daniel, on the radio spotting for him today here in Ravenswood. He's telling him to move out. We've got to move out to a commercial break. Fans, more racing from Ravenswood, West Virginia, right after this.
How is your company using video? When it comes to advertising, are you taking full advantage of television, the internet, and social media to promote your business? Is your company using video to educate your employees and contractors, or to teach customers how to use your product safely and properly? RMG provides business video support services that help companies use video efficiently and effectively. Learn more. Contact RMG.
This segment of Powerboat Nationals Racing is brought to you by RMG Sports on social media. Subscribe to RMG Sports on YouTube and like RMG Sports on Facebook today.
Race fans, welcome back to Powerboat Nationals Racing of the 2019 Constellium Ohio River Grand Prix here on the Ohio River in beautiful Ravenswood, West Virginia. You're running on board with our leader, Lee Daniel. Second place was Jeff Reno. Jeff Reno pulling off to the side. His engine sounds horrible. Our second place driver now limping to the side of the course
You know what? I think I took a blade. Not a blade, it's a motor.
Jeff Reno says he blew the engine on the 34 Glockner Metals entry, and that is pretty much terminal in any type of motorsport.
Reno broke down. Reno broke down. Come on, you're in second. Reno is broken down. Come on, stay with it, Jamie. Come on, come on. I told you something would happen.
Gail Schaefer letting Jamie Duran know she's going to move up one slot on that leaderboard. The Naples Marco Island Everglades boat now moves up to second place, and she's trying to track down Lee Daniel, who's already down the middle of the backstretch. There are plenty of laps remaining in this race on the Ohio River in West Virginia.
Scotty, I'm coming to the trailer.
We got it in the water. Come on in.
And you can hear the disappointment in Jeff Reno's voice. This is the second race he's raced with Powerboat Nationals this year, and both times he fails to finish the race.
You got him to the outside a little bit, but go in. Go in. There you go. Keep it going. Jeff Reno just blowed up or something. I don't know what happened to him.
Lee Daniel's father, Billy Daniel, on the radio as his spotter here in Ravenswood, relaying the news of Jeff Reno faltering out, and Jamie Duran hopping into second place. We mentioned Sam Haraway earlier in the show. Billy Daniel, also well known for producing championship engines. A power plane on the back of that Goldmick Mechanical No. 2 boat, of course, built by Billy, and it has served Lee Daniel well. And Jamie Duran now coming through the turns. Boy, her engine doesn't sound right. She seems to be slowing, and she's pulling off to the side.
I just lost power. Well, just stay with it. Just stay with it. Come on. Just take the turn steep. It's all right. Just finish. I'm not going to blow the motor,
I think Jamie's out. Something doesn't happen to a motor or something.
Wow, bad news travels fast as we see John Eddy get by Jamie Duran. John Eddy now is going to hop up into second as Jamie Duran, the second front runner, moving off to the side with engine problems. Her loss is John Eddy's gain as he moves into the second place slot. Fans, his best finish with Powerboat Nationals in his career is the third place finish we spoke of earlier in the show at the Guntersville Lake Hydro Fest. And now the Badass Custom Truck Parts 55 moves up into second, driven by the company's owner, John Eddy. Jamie Duran moves off to the side outside of turn 3. Jamie Duran was hoping for a solid finish here in West Virginia for her dad, Dean Duran, who is at home recovering from a horrible accident at the Grand Prix of Michigan in Trenton. And Dean, if you're watching, know we're thinking about you. Hope you're getting better. Hope you're recovering. Hope to see you at a race real soon. With Jamie Duran now out of the race and everyone moving up one notch on that leaderboard, here's Dustin Pearson, rookie and the Nashville Marine 57 in third. He's looking at a podium finish, fans. This isn't only his first race with Powerboat Nationals in the PT1. This is his first time in the Nashville Marine 57. David McMurray offered him the ride earlier in the weekend. He wasn't sure if he wanted to take it. I'd say he made the right decision as Pearson now in the third place slot. Dustin Pearson, as you saw earlier in the show, fans, finished third in the PT2 class in their feature race here at the Constellium Ohio River Grand Prix. If Pearson hangs on and gets on the podium, he will make Powerboat Nationals racing history here in West Virginia, being the first driver to ever earn a podium finish in two classes on the same weekend. So yeah, I'd say Pearson made a pretty good decision. We just said yes to taking that ride from David McMurray. Up in front, Lee Daniel in the Goldmick Mechanical Contractors boat. Boy, he is just absolutely laying the smackdown on the field today, fans. The North Augusta, South Carolina native is used to laying the smackdown on the fleet. He's gone on a tear of winning multiple races in a row, but this year, fans, Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 1 Series has had 4 races. They've had 4 different winners. One guy hoping to get on top of the box at some point this year, maybe here in West Virginia. John Eddy back in second. Seymour, Indiana driver certainly has his work cut out for him. Lee Daniel is a 2-time series champion. He's a defending PT1 series champion, and he's looking to go back-to-back here in 2019 with Powerboat Nationals. This is the second race in 2019 that Powerboat Nationals has raced on the Ohio River. The last time we raced there, Lee Daniel took the lead after Jeff Reno broke down in Marietta. But along came the Hurricane, Michael Floyd, who got by Lee Daniel on the last lap, bringing the fans to their feet. Lee Daniel said he wanted some payback from the Ohio River. I'd say he's getting it here today absolutely dominating thus far at the Constellium Ohio River Grand Prix here in beautiful Ravenswood, West Virginia. Dustin Pearson, hopefully he can steer that boat and operate a notebook and take some notes, because Lee Daniel is certainly putting on a clinic here today. Dustin Pearson, his first time in the cockpit of a PT1 boat. He's not only learning a lot about how to drive one of the big boats in Powerboat Nationals, I'm sure he knows that he's about to make some history with only about a lap and a half to go. Dustin Pearson pulling double duty this weekend, riding both PT2 and PT1, looking to podium on both and make Powerboat Nationals history, and taking 2 sets of hardware back to his home in Michigan. Lee Daniel now coming down the front stretch. Pat Whitcomb, the chief referee, has the white flag in the air. One more time around this course on the Ohio River in West Virginia. Ravenswood has been a fantastic place for Lee Daniel this year as he trims the boat up and flies down the backstretch. Let's listen in to his father, Billy, as he brings him around to see the checker.
All right, bring it on around, get the checkered flag. You got what we come for.
One more time out of turn 4, Lee Daniel trims it up, and he's going to go on to see the checkered flag and win here in Ravenswood. Fans don't move. The RMG Sports post-race show is coming up right after this.
With all of the marketing options out there, finding buyers for real estate can be a complicated and expensive endeavor. One thing remains true: television cuts through the clutter. RMG provides real estate professionals across the United States with a convenient, affordable option that promotes dozens of listings using broadcast, cable, satellite, and on-demand streaming television. RMG helps your agency recruit top sales talent, build your agency's brand, promote other services, and most importantly, sell more property. The process is easy. The service is affordable. The advantages are many. Contact RMG today for a free, no-obligation proposal for your agency. We'll research your market and create customized options, showing the many ways our programs will help your agency, aside from selling more property. We're ready to put our experience and expertise to work for you and your agents. Visit us online and contact RMG today to learn more.
This presentation of Powerboat Nationals Racing was brought to you by RMG's Real Estate Marketing Services. Promote more real estate listings to more potential buyers with television. Contact RMG today to learn more. PowerboatNationals.com, the official website of Powerboat Nationals. And by RMG Sports on social media. Subscribe to RMG Sports on YouTube and like RMG Sports on Facebook today.
Race fans, welcome back to Ravenswood, West Virginia, where Lee Daniel, our winner of the ProTunnel 1 feature race here in Ravenswood, grabs a checkered flag and starts his victory lap as we welcome you to the RMGSports.net post-race show. Watch every RMG Sports production on demand at RMGSports.net. Here are your podium finishers.
That was a ride, man. I couldn't believe it when Dave McMurray offered me up that boat, man. I didn't really want to do it. I was nervous about it, but everyone kept razzing me and calling me a girl and stuff. So I at last minute jumped in it, and it was a ride of a life, that's for sure. Ride of a lifetime.
Yeah, it was a tough race. I seen Reno go out first, and then I seen Jamie break, and my radio guy Steve Murley was saying, "You've got second, don't flip the boat." I was fourth on the start, so I got to move to the outside, and that's a better advantage over the guys who are stuck on the inside, because we can kind of go wide and run around them in the first corner and get ahead of them. Was in fourth in points coming in. I think I moved ahead of Dean after his accident, and I don't know where I stand at with Jamie, but I was pretty close. So hopefully now we'll be up there in second or third, anyways.
Rookie Richard Welch finishes fourth. Jamie Duran salvages a top 5 finish, helping her stay closer to Lee Daniel in the points. Ravenswood, here's your champion.
We had to pole and come up to the flag, and luckily the boat took off, didn't do any bogging, so we got out in front, and I'm not sure how far we got out in front or anything like that, but I know that Reno was behind us, and I think he broke a motor, and so we just kept everything in one piece, and we were blessed to finish first today. Ravenswood, it's a great place, good family. I like to bring my family here. My boy plays. And the water is excellent. I mean, they don't have a dock. They got a rolling start, but that's what you already know that when you come here. So we love to come here, and we'll be back next year.
Ravenswood was round number 5 of Powerboat Nationals Pro Tunnel 1 World Championship Series. And as we look at the championship points, Lee Daniel holds on to the lead, extends it a little bit over second place Jamie Durand. John Eddy, Dean Durand, and rookie Don Hendricks round out the top 5 point getters for Powerboat Nationals Pro Tunnel 1 World Championship. We had an amazing time here in the Mountaineer State. West Virginia, thank you so much, and congratulations to all of our winners here on the Ohio River in Ravenswood. For everyone with Powerboat Nationals, I'm Jared Romsberg. Thanks for watching, fans. We'll see you 24/7 at powerboatnationals.com.